Our second trip to Alaska started at Angel Rocks Trail in July 2020, about 100 miles northeast of Fairbanks. The trail was fairly technical and steep. Unfortunately, we lost navigation indicators in the middle of the trail, and this forced us to turn back. This hike in the mountains, amidst an incredible, ever-changing landscape, was beautiful, and the views were gorgeous.
Yoni chef today. What's for dinner?
Dinner is Thai curry.
Thai curry.
With coconut milk.
Sounds delicious.
Most important thing to remove this. And this is gonna be our trash bag. Right here.
I'm very hungry. Yoni, what about you?
I'm very hungry. Oh, after hanging out for 20 minutes.
Did you try it before?
Yes, this is probably the best thing you can get in this.
Our thirst for exploration led us from Fairbanks to Homer in the south. We took a ferry across Ketchmak Bay towards Halibut Cove and Grizzly Glacier.
Not heavy.
Good.
Mission successful.
A little bit of rest. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of rest. Where are we?
Some serious LT.
Well, I disabled one. So we are located in Kenai Peninsula, across Homer, across Kachimek Bay, and we are on a trail towards Grizzly Glacier. And we're going to see it soon. Well, we already kind of see it already, but we need to go around the Glacier Lake, and we'll see the glacier then.
Grizzly Glacier is a 12.6 miles long moderate trail. We planned to camp here for 2 nights and took everything we needed with us. Our backpacks weighed about 50 pounds each.
There is a camping spot next to the Glacier Lake, which we probably want to take for ourselves. When we arrived, the glacier area was a bit foggy, and the wind was cold because of proximity to ice. Far away, we could see a black bear wandering around. It seems as if bears are fond of this place. We could see bear excrements everywhere. The ice floating around was very cold, but clear, and we decided to melt it for cooking.
Real ice from glacier. Cold. The water is cold. Glacier water. Fresh morning camping coffee. How did you sleep, Yoni?
Pretty good. It's a little cold. Oh, wait. A little cold, but I think the sun is coming out now. It's actually just came out right behind you. So hopefully it's going to dry up our tent. We're going to have some breakfast of Indian food.
Do we have something else?
Well, what you packed, like 3 sisters or 4 brothers or whatever the thing is called. So we have only 2 options really. And then we'll pack. We'll probably have some time. Maybe we'll hike a little
A little.
to the glacier and back.
What?
After our trip to Halibut Cove, we moved to the Pearl of Alaska, Denali National Park.
Denali National Park. Day hike. Yoni, say hi. Yesterday was rainy, but today the weather is fine. So it promised to be very good hike. Yoni's new backpack.
Hyperlight beam. Yawn.
No fish in there because a lot of mud. Mud? Is this mud?
Silt.
Seal. Yeah. Seal.
From Tiklanica River Campground and mile marker 30, we started our hike on Park Road westbound. It was an easy day hike and we could make a distance of 30 miles round trip.
No bears here.
Thank you, dear animals, for making us a trail. Now we can use it and we don't have to make our feet wet. Yay!
Keep going, Yoni.
Hey, bear, bear.
Bear, bear. Bear, bear.
That day we got very lucky. The weather was good and we were able to see lots of wildlife. Tall ships, also known as thin-horn ships, are northernmost wild ships in the world, were the first to show up. In this period they graze high up in the mountains. Towards October they will be coming down and it would be possible to see them up close. Occasionally, smaller, curious and funny animals, such as ground squirrels, could be seen.
very lucky to see caribou up close. The gorgeous and graceful animal came down the hill unexpectedly and surprisingly for us. Caribou are very fast animals. They can run up to 50 miles per hour, especially when trying to escape from predators. Life in this area is very tough, and an average life expectancy is about 4.5 years. Denali National Park has a population of about 300 grizzly bears. An adult grizzly bear can weigh about 1,300 pounds. An adult grizzly bear can develop a speed of about 35 miles per hour. During the fall months, bears eat and drink nearly non-stop. They need to put on weight to prepare for winter and hibernation. During this time, bears are very active, and many visitors have a chance to see them in action. The daily ration of bears consists of roots, plants, berries, and small animals such as ground squirrels or field mice.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Incredible.
Happy face.
After Denali National Park, we went further north to conquer China Dome Trail.
We finally, I think, made it to the top. So navigation from here is only using those cairns, and this is the surrounding view. And I guess the most pretty, or the prettiest view is behind me. And I don't mean Maria, although she is as well. There's plenty of mushrooms, so she's doing an investigation. We're gonna forage some, but only king lettuce, because those we know well, and they're probably the tastiest of mushrooms. Not for nothing, they have a name of king. Yeah, we're not gonna do pika. And you can see the beautiful view behind us. The mountains are so gorgeous. This trail is called China Dome. I think the elevation is about 4,000 feet, but I think we kind of came up as well.
China Dome Trail turned out to be quite technical. The mountain's landscape gave way to ups and downs and rocky tundra. This trail was around 30 miles, and we made a decision to overcome it in 3 days. We were there at the end of August, and the tundra was very dry. We could find only one source of water in the shelter in the middle of the trail. It was a barrel collecting rainwater. The weather was comfortable most of the time. Occasionally there were strong winds from the mountains that felt very cold. Other times the wind was still and that brought annoying little midges that circled in clouds around us. This is not a deserted trail as it may seem, and not a crowded one. It was always a pleasure meeting a few people that started their hike from the other side of the trail.
Colors. Those colors can be portrayed as I can see them. Reds and yellows. This is where we are. Trying to get down there. And she's following. Plenty of blueberries down there. And then there's some false blueberries which are growing in the same spot. I think we just found our lunch or snack. And there's a whole bunch of wild blueberries ready for picking. We're making a break here a little bit.
Yoni, what are you doing? Yoni bear.
Probably should have taken it back, but this is our trail. It's walking on the ridge over there. I think it does a loop and then finally comes down.
I see mile marker.
Yay! Mile 5? 6? And we came from over there. The highest peak in this place. So, not easy going on this kind of stuff. So you really need to be careful about how to put your step. So, a bit treacherous. There's no trail per se in a trail kind of way, but people hike here a lot, although we saw only one person hiking here all day, which is the nice part about it. It's not crowded, and the colors of the tundra. So a lot of patches of beautiful red right here. And then you.
We found a real caribou antler.
Is it heavy? Is it heavy?
A little bit. No.
So the clouds are actually below us, and the sun is about to come out over there. This is our camp. It was raining pretty hard. That tent did not meet its waterproof expectations. There's clouds, and that's actually where we will have to go. And this is our food and trash storage. And we came from over there.
We slept well today and we're full of energy.
And we will need it, because this is how our trail begins. So we need to go up that hill.
Yoni, you are a beast. You did it first.
Can't really speak. Out of breath. But here it is. Oh, Karen, show us where we are and where to go. Yesterday's leader is tomorrow's follower. Maria is here as well.
Water! Can't breathe. You have to quit smoking to be able to climb up this hill.
Yep. Hiking above the clouds. Maria is leading the way. This is our last day. If we can hike 12 miles on this terrain today. It's 8:30 in the morning. Closer to 9. It was raining all night. But this morning we woke up to this beautiful sight of clouds everywhere. We were higher. Descended quite a bit in elevation. So you could see those clouds everywhere. Now they're in front of us. I think we have at least one more, well, definitely one more steep descent and steep ascent at mile marker 24. We have been there from the other side before. We just passed mile marker 20, maybe about half an hour ago. So, haven't seen any people today, thank God. Of course, selfie time. Very important. The bugs are killing us a little bit this morning. A little annoying. But hopefully the wind will pick up and they will disappear. This is pretty steep hill over here. Probably the steepest one we have done yet. The good thing is we just passed mile marker 23 and we already hiked around mile marker 24 on the other side. Blueberries? It was an amazing trail with gorgeous views and endless horizons. After which we returned to the south of Alaska to explore a bit more as our trip was coming to an end. The immense territory of Kachemak Bay is full of wildlife. We were very lucky to see a family of orcas. They were elusive underwater, disappearing and reappearing again and again in different places. These majestic animals have no natural predators. They're huge. An average adult orca could weigh about 12,000 pounds. They eat around 500 pounds food daily. In the wild, they can live between 50 to 80 years, giving birth to one calf every 5 years.
Alaska is a bear country. Bears don't like to be close to people and try to run away as far as they can. This swimming black bear was taken by surprise and wasn't happy with our attention. He seemed scared and defenseless in the water.
We took a wildlife tour with Coldwater, Alaska. We're fairly experienced travelers, and we knew that if we wanted to get a good pictures of wildlife, only a tour such as this could give it to us in the time that we had. We were able to see different species of birds, and it was incredible to see their nests in the rocks.
The golden eagle is the largest representative of all eagles. They are good hunters, but sometimes they feast on a dead fish that was washed ashore. The southern part of Alaska has a lot of day hiking trails. We took a ferry to Seldovia to discover something new. This was a small quiet town on the island. There were a couple of eateries, souvenir stores and trails that went through the forest to the ocean and mountains. From the high ridge we could see the blue-greenish rock of the ocean, and the surrounding sounds made us feel calm and peaceful.
Our last activity before we left was fishing during Homer. It's world famous for halibut fishing. Here, every restaurant serves halibut. The cheeks of the halibut are considered to be the tastiest part.
Can you make video of fishing road? Wait. See? This is bait and our bait.
You don't have to keep tension, you don't have to set anything. I like to hold it up nice and high. When they start to bite, I let them pull the rod down so you get a couple of really hard tugs and then just start reeling on it. Alright, yep, so go ahead and lock that one up there.
Fish already? Yeah! Oh, yay!
Well, let's see. Now she needs to pull it out.
Big one, big one.
Are you gonna get me this fish or what?
And then Ingrid, just barely touch it. So you see how it's like bouncing? There you go, just barely. You want to go.
You know what?
So give it a couple of reels.
So keep it in the water. Keep it in the water. Don't.
Yep, right over here. We're going to do it like 2 more times. Two more full turns. Yep.
He's my fish.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So go ahead and give him a big smooch. You don't have to use tongue unless you want to.
This is my first small halibut.
Just when he's biting. Right back to where it was as soon as he stops biting it. And when he does bite it, just let him.
Maria, bringing that fish home. Keep going. Dinner doesn't wait. There.
This is sculpin fish, but unfortunately, it's not eatable.
You're gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Alright, let it go. Maria, what's on your hook?
I don't know, giant.
Sea monster.
Can you, rotate that thing? Whoa.
Like quite.
Good.
Well, yeah, he thought he was getting breakfast, and he put a big hole in his mouth.
Oh.
I'd be upset too.
All good things come to an end, and our trip to Alaska was no exception. We fell in love with this place, and no doubt we will come back again.